Have you ever stopped to think about what happens inside your body when you eat 5, 6, or even 7 times a day? For decades, nutritionists and health experts told us that eating frequently would speed up our metabolism and keep us healthy. But what if this advice, repeated so many times, is actually putting one of your most vital organs at serious risk? Your kidneys work silently, filtering your blood every single minute, and what you're about to discover might completely change the way you think about your eating habits. The truth is that your kidneys weren't designed to handle the constant metabolic demands of frequent eating. Every time you put food in your mouth, you trigger a complex cascade of hormonal and metabolic responses that your kidneys must process. Think of your kidneys as a sophisticated water treatment plant that needs maintenance breaks to clean itself and repair any damage. When you eat too often, you're essentially running this plant at maximum capacity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without giving it a single moment to rest. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. How many times per day do you typically eat? Drop a comment below and let me know if you include snacks or stick to main meals only. Your kidneys are 2 bean-shaped organs, each about the size of your fist, located on either side of your spine just below your rib cage. But don't let their small size fool you. These incredible organs filter approximately 50 gallons of blood every single day, removing waste products, excess fluids, and toxins while maintaining the perfect balance of minerals and electrolytes in your body. Inside each kidney, there are about 1 million tiny filtering units called nephrons. Each nephron contains a glomerulus, which acts like a microscopic sieve, and a tubule, which fine-tunes the filtering process. When blood flows through the glomerulus, it's filtered under pressure, separating waste from nutrients. The tubules then reabsorb the valuable substances your body needs while creating urine from the waste. This process requires an enormous amount of energy and coordination, and it never stops, not even when you're sleeping. They're working right now, as you read this, processing everything you've eaten today. If you're finding this information eye-opening and want to learn more about protecting your health with science-backed content, hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss future videos that could change your life. But here's what most people don't realize. Every time you eat, your kidneys shift into overdrive. Your blood pressure increases, your metabolic rate spikes, and the volume of substances your kidneys must filter multiplies dramatically. Proteins, sugars, fats, minerals, and countless other molecules flood into your bloodstream, and your kidneys must process every single one of them. When this happens multiple times throughout the day, with little to no break, your nephrons begin to experience what scientists call hyperfiltration. This is a state of chronic overwork that slowly damages these delicate filtering units beyond repair. There's a hidden biological rhythm that your kidneys follow, one that modern eating patterns have completely disrupted. In nature, humans evolved to experience periods of feast and famine, times when food was abundant and times when it was scarce. During the fasting periods, your kidneys would enter a special maintenance mode, activating cellular repair mechanisms, clearing out damaged proteins, and regenerating stressed tissues. This cycle of work and rest is encoded into your DNA, and your kidneys are still expecting it today. When you go without food for several hours, something remarkable happens at the cellular level inside your kidneys. A process called autophagy kicks in, which literally means self-eating. During autophagy, your kidney cells begin to break down and recycle damaged components, clearing out metabolic debris and dysfunctional proteins that have accumulated during periods of active filtering. Think of it as your kidneys taking out the trash and doing deep cleaning maintenance. This process is absolutely essential for long-term kidney health, but it can only happen when you're not constantly eating. The problem is that most people never give their kidneys enough time to enter this restorative state.
When you eat breakfast at 7 in the morning, snack at 10, lunch at noon, another snack at 3, dinner at 6, and perhaps something sweet at 9 in the evening, your kidneys are processing food from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep. They never get the signal to shift into maintenance mode. Over months and years, this prevents the natural repair processes from occurring. Scientists have discovered something unexpected about the relationship between meal frequency and kidney function. It's not just about the total amount of food you eat in a day. It's about how often you're triggering your metabolic machinery. Each time you eat, even if it's just a small snack, you activate what researchers call the postprandial state. This is a period lasting 3 to 5 hours where your body is actively digesting, absorbing, and processing nutrients. During this time, your kidneys must handle increased blood flow, elevated blood pressure, and a surge of metabolic byproducts. A groundbreaking study published in a major nephrology journal tracked thousands of participants over 10 years. Observational studies suggest that people who eat 5 or more times per day are associated with a significantly higher rate of kidney function decline, around 37%, compared to those who eat less frequently. Even more surprising, this effect was independent of body weight, diabetes status, or blood pressure. Something about the frequency itself was causing direct harm to the kidneys. Every time you eat, your pancreas releases insulin, the hormone responsible for shuttling glucose from your bloodstream into your cells. Most people think of insulin only in terms of blood sugar control and diabetes, but insulin has profound effects on your kidneys that few people understand. When insulin levels rise, it directly signals your kidneys to retain sodium and increase blood volume. This is a normal physiological response, but when it happens repeatedly throughout the day, it creates a chronic state of sodium retention and elevated blood pressure that your kidneys must work against. But there's something even more concerning happening. Frequent eating keeps your insulin levels elevated almost constantly, creating a condition called hyperinsulinemia. When your kidney cells are repeatedly exposed to high insulin levels, they begin to develop insulin resistance, just like muscle and fat cells do. Insulin-resistant kidneys don't respond properly to normal hormonal signals, leading to impaired sodium excretion, increased inflammation, and abnormal protein handling. You'll learn exactly what this means for your long-term health later in this video. Imagine running a marathon without ever being allowed to stop, rest, or even slow down. That's essentially what you're asking your kidneys to do when you eat too frequently. Under normal circumstances, your kidneys filter your entire blood volume approximately 60 times per day. But when you're constantly eating, this filtration rate increases significantly. Your blood carries higher concentrations of nutrients, metabolic byproducts, and waste products that need to be processed and either reabsorbed or eliminated. The GFR, or glomerular filtration rate, is the measurement doctors use to assess how well your kidneys are filtering blood. A healthy young adult typically has a GFR around 100 milliliters per minute. But here's what happens when you eat frequently. Your GFR can spike by 15 to 25% after each meal, forcing your kidneys to work much harder. If you're eating 6 times a day, your kidneys are experiencing these spikes repeatedly, spending most of the day in this high-intensity filtration state. It's like constantly revving your car's engine at maximum RPM instead of cruising at a comfortable speed.
Deep inside your kidneys, there's a battle happening that you can't see or feel, but it's determining whether you'll have healthy kidney function in your 50s, 60s, and beyond. This battle is inflammation, and frequent eating is pouring gasoline on the fire. Every time you eat, your immune system activates in response to the incoming nutrients, triggering the release of inflammatory molecules called cytokines. This is a normal protective response, but it's supposed to be temporary. When you eat too often, this inflammatory response never fully shuts down, creating a state of chronic low-grade inflammation that slowly destroys kidney tissue. Scientists have discovered that this metabolic inflammation, also called meta-inflammation, specifically targets the delicate structures within your kidneys. Studies using electron microscopy have revealed that people who eat more than 4 times daily show significantly higher levels of inflammatory markers in their kidney tissues. These include interleukin-6, tumor necrosis factor alpha, and C-reactive protein. These inflammatory molecules don't just float harmlessly in your blood, they actively damage the endothelial cells lining your kidney's blood vessels and trigger fibrosis. What's truly alarming is how this inflammation creates a vicious cycle.
As kidney cells become inflamed and damaged, they become less efficient at filtering waste and toxins from your blood. This means more toxins remain in circulation, which triggers even more inflammation, which causes more kidney damage, and the cycle continues. Research published in leading nephrology journals has shown something critical. People with elevated inflammatory markers have up to 3 times higher risk of developing chronic kidney disease within 10 years. And here's the connection you need to understand. Meal frequency is one of the most powerful modifiable factors controlling this inflammation, yet almost nobody is talking about it. What makes this particularly dangerous is that you can't feel it happening. Unlike your muscles, which burn and ache when overworked, your kidneys have no pain receptors in their filtering structures. They can be declining at a rate of 5 to 10% per year without causing any symptoms whatsoever. By the time most people experience signs like fatigue, swelling, or changes in urination, they've already lost 50 to 60% of their kidney function. Your kidneys are trying to tell you something, but the messages are subtle and easy to miss. One of the earliest signs that frequent eating is affecting your kidneys is unexplained fatigue that doesn't improve with sleep. When your kidneys are overworked and struggling to keep up with constant metabolic demands, they can't efficiently remove waste products from your blood. These accumulating toxins, even at levels too low to show up on standard blood tests, can cause persistent tiredness, brain fog, and a general feeling of being unwell. Another warning sign many people overlook is changes in urination patterns. If you find yourself needing to urinate more frequently, especially at night, or if your urine appears foamy or bubbly, these could be early indicators of kidney stress. Foamy urine specifically suggests that protein is leaking through your kidney filters, a condition called proteinuria that shouldn't be happening in healthy kidneys. Many people also experience fluid retention, noticing puffiness around their eyes in the morning or swelling in their ankles and feet by evening. Now, I want you to take a moment and think, have you noticed any of these signs in yourself or someone close to you? Drop a comment below sharing your experience. The scientific evidence supporting intermittent fasting for kidney health is mounting rapidly, and the results are more impressive than many researchers initially expected. A landmark study published recently followed patients with early-stage chronic kidney disease who adopted a 16-hour fasting window, eating only during an 8-hour period each day. After 6 months, participants showed measurable improvements in kidney function markers.
These included reduced proteinuria, lower creatinine levels, and improved estimated glomerular filtration rates. What's remarkable is that these improvements occurred even in patients whose kidney disease had been slowly progressing for years. Multiple research teams have now documented that intermittent fasting triggers profound protective effects specifically in kidney tissue. Studies using kidney biopsies before and after fasting interventions have shown reduced inflammation, decreased oxidative stress markers, and improved mitochondrial function in kidney cells. Even more exciting, animal studies have demonstrated that intermittent fasting can actually reverse some types of early kidney damage, restoring the structure and function of nephrons that were beginning to deteriorate. Now that you understand what's happening inside your kidneys when you eat too frequently, let's talk about practical steps you can take starting today. The first and most impactful change is to reduce your eating frequency to 2 or 3 meals per day without snacking in between. This simple shift immediately gives your kidneys the rest periods they need to activate repair mechanisms and reduce the constant metabolic stress. Start by eliminating snacks between meals and gradually extend the time between your last meal of the day and your first meal the next morning. Aim for at least 12 to 14 hours without food. Focus on the quality and composition of your meals to further support kidney health. Prioritize whole, minimally processed foods that don't spike your blood sugar dramatically. This helps keep insulin levels more stable and reduces the metabolic burden on your kidneys. Include adequate high-quality protein, but avoid excessive amounts, as your kidneys must process the nitrogen waste from protein metabolism. Stay well hydrated throughout the day with clean water, which helps your kidneys flush out toxins more efficiently. Monitor your progress by paying attention to how you feel and consider asking your doctor for simple kidney function tests. Remember that protecting your kidney health is a long-term investment that pays enormous dividends. Your kidneys have a remarkable capacity to heal and regenerate when given the right conditions, but they need your help through consistent, healthy eating patterns. The changes you make today could mean the difference between healthy kidney function throughout your life or facing serious complications down the road. If you found this information valuable and eye-opening, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based health content, and share this video with family and friends who need to hear this message. Your kidneys are working tirelessly to keep you alive right now. It's time to give them the rest and support they deserve.